Previously on Eden.
Unmoving eyes. Well, I don't think they could really move a lot. I mean, the pupil takes up 90% of the entire eye. A monster. I'm a monster! That way I can orgasm to such things without having it be awkward. It was a sandwich! A man's best friend. Egg, ham, lettuce with cucumber, and salmon? There is no more need to have any other sandwiches in this world. See? Like I said, she's trying to make friends. She's trying to make friends. I thought of many ways I could destroy mankind. Why didn't you do it? It would have been fun. Oh, things have escalated. So she is a phalanx. Because she has like the whole eyes and the hair that's similar. I believe that all living things have a right to be happy. Second drop of the mic. I'm gone.
You're under arrest.
This is not good, my friend. Lavi!
You!
I do not have enough life left in me to follow the two of you.
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake the One-Man Band is back again in Eden. In the last episode, we left behind a good friend. But now we are making our grand escape from this facility. I looked at my watch and checked how much time was remaining. Because, you know, boom boom explodity is gonna happen. We could no longer afford to dawdle or dawdle. Dilly-dallying. Shion was running as hard as she could, but her speed wasn't fast enough on her own. So scoop her up, come on, man! There were moments when I wondered if I should take her hand just so we could pick up the pace. We gotta go! There shouldn't have been anyone left to get in our way, but even then we couldn't tell if we would make it. First we head to the Major's office. It would be great if he hasn't already jumped ship. Major Inaba may seem careless, but he does have a sense of responsibility. I don't believe he will leave until all his subordinates have escaped. Everything should be alright if a genius has the same impression I do. Besides, we won't get far if we don't get our hands on him. What, is he gonna be our hostage? The pass the major held was essential to operate the one and only helicopter on the island. So yes, we do need his pass. Even if we do steal this helicopter, who will be our pilot? I'm not exactly classified. I've flown them twice already. I can't do... Oh, you know, I'm not certified, not classified, but I guess it kind of goes to both ways. I can't do anything fancy, but I think I can pilot it enough so we don't crash and burn up in a fiery explosion. I'll pretend I didn't hear that last part. That's probably for the best, but that's okay. We're gonna go. This was no time to stand around and chat. I took a fleeting glance at the radio under my arm. We had to hurry for the sake of the one who had given us this opportunity as well. Warrant Officer Haruna? What? We need to go! Why are you doing this for me? Ask me when we're safely in the helicopter flying away from the burning rubble. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that we've only just met. It was a rare opportunity to see Sean look baffled. It was also difficult for me to answer when she looked at me like that. Don't look at me so cute. I wanted to ask her what happened to her usual deadpan expression, but I had to feel she wouldn't appreciate not getting a proper answer. That's why I told her the first thing that came to mind. Sometimes people just see a lonely person and think, I want to do something nice for them. My guess is people who do that are lonely themselves. At least that's what I think. So, you're lonely as well? Yes, we are. When I joined the military. And now I'm gonna go into the great backstory of my people. We don't have time for this! The thing's gonna explode! When I joined the military, I felt as though I had found where I belonged. But I guess that wasn't enough on its own. What I truly wanted was something I left behind long ago. I was never able to get back what I lost, but I can protect you. I believe you'll be able to live without any regrets. Even though that might just be a delusion, people can't trust what their own hearts tell them right away. However, don't you think the reason people live is to make those potently disillusional emotions a reality? Come on. I'm delusional. I know I am. Don't you worry. I'm well aware. Shion chuckled and began to smile. I felt like this was the first time I saw a real smile from her. The simple fact that I was able to see this may have meant that what I was doing was worthwhile. Let's go, Shion. We gotta go. Things gonna go boom boom for the sake of a future without regret. And then we touch hands! Oh, yeah! We gently took each other's hand. Like two kids about to dance together for the first time. It was that awkward. The girl who sat with her back against the wall and awkwardly fiddling with the portable terminal. As she had not used such a device in many years, she wasn't very efficient in cracking the code, but she still managed to do it. She's still at it. She ain't quite dead yet. She read the message on the screen. It appeared that the detonation sequence had been successfully terminated. Oh no! But I wanted to see the boom boom! Despite everything, this is still the home where we were born and raised. I cannot blow it. Oh, you did it! Oh, come on! There was nobody there to hear her, but she felt like she had to say it. For the audience, you know, so the plot may go on. No, she may have said it out loud because there was nobody there to hear it. With this, Elika's final task was complete. Now she could pass with no regrets. I took care of this house. I don't want to dirty it up. Because then I won't die. I'll have to clean it up because I'm the maid. She was positive that the kind man named Natsumi had once raved about protecting Shion to the bitter end. She could feel her heartbeat weaken little by little. The knives were still stuck in her, but Elika could no longer feel the pain. She felt all she felt was sleepiness, which was hard to defy. The haze began to close over her mind. Shion, Natsumi, Lavi, Ryo, all my friends, I go now. An endless stream of faces flashed before her eyes. Memories of days long past danced before her as she felt like she could hear a long-forgotten voice. She listened closely. That voice was calling her. I'm coming, Elizabeth! It was a very, very kind and warm voice. Yes, I'm aware, it's a voice. The girl smiled and opened her eyes slightly. I will be going now. It will be okay. I have no regrets. Yes, this was for the best. Reach up! She mustered the last of her strength to reach out to the heavens. What lay beyond her quivering outstretched hands? A chandelier, but... God? Is that you? In order to find out, her heart ascended to the sky. The award for the longest death scene goes to... That was a nice shot right there. I took Shion's hand and kept running. She was running so hard her legs were starting to fumble over each other. Although she did not have a body which would allow her to overexert herself, she could still push herself a little, at least for now. We had taken a bit of a detour after parting with Elika, so there was little time remaining. The explosive device should have been disabled, but we had to get out of here before soldiers returned. Figured out something wasn't quite right. Huh? What's going on? Why have we stopped? We came to a stop. Freedom was practically a step away. So, you really were still here. The Major. A single man stood in our way. What's with all these people always standing in our way? Just let us go! Once again, Rio, remember, we have the gun. Go for the kill shot. He wasn't particularly daunting as an absent-minded expression on his face like always. Well, I am still the man in charge. It would be pretty uncool if I ran away at the first sign of trouble. You did it for appearances. What would become of a man who shows no concern for his appearance? That's like denying the meaning of one's own life. So the meaning of life is to only look good on the outside? The Major grinned and shrugged his shoulders. He behaved the same as ever, despite the fact we were in a state of emergency. Listen, bro. I gotta go. You're standing in front of the door. I have a gun. I'm just saying. Things aren't gonna work out well. Come to think of it, 7 years ago, this man kept calm in front of my sister. Oh well. None of that matters. But you do have the perfect timing. You have the pass through the escape helicopter, don't you? I panicked when you weren't in your office, but your faithfulness to appearances turned over to be a real lifesaver. It's right here. Master Green Card. You mean this? Like magic, a small card appeared in the Major's hand. What is it worth to you? Just put it out there. You can't place a price on life. Which is why I'm holding the gun. I let go of Shion's hand and pulled out my handgun from the holster. Warrant Officer Haruna, quiet! I'm doing a thing! We don't have time to joke around with him right now. I calmly asserted in response to her frail voice. But even with a gun pointed at him, the Major was the spitting image of calm. Does this guy have any other emotion besides calm? What happened to Elika? She bought us time. I'm not going to let it go to waste, so I have no time to spare for questions and answers with you. I see. So she passed on as well. The Major appeared thoroughly composed as he seemed to be expecting Elika's demise. But you've lost Elika, so what will you do now? Where do you plan to go once you've run away? In case you've forgotten, this planet is doomed. Huh? Yeah, I know that, but, you know, as Ian Malcolm says, life finds a way. There's not much time left. No matter where in the world you run to, you cannot avoid the end. Even if the world were to end tomorrow, I wouldn't give up now. How can you live in the present if you are afraid of the end? What I feared was not being true to myself, and averting my eyes from that which is important. Everyone who will die someday. I don't want to regret it when that day inevitably arrives. So give me the dang helicopter pass! In that case, hurry up and go. What? Of course he would just give it to us. The Major nodded slightly. If I stood in your way now, I don't think Natsumi would forgive me this time. In case you're wondering, the reason I lived without until now was because I wanted Natsumi's forgiveness. The same goes for me, Major. You weren't resented by Natsumi. She loved you. You captured her heart, something I could never hope to do. It's because I was cute, and you were just, you're just like that guy. Get going. You're the man Natsumi chose. With all the strength you now possess, I'm sure you won't make the same mistakes I did. Major, you knew it would turn out like this, didn't you? You called me here in order to rescue Shion from this place. You were the master architect of this plan, weren't you? No way. I'm not a man who can see that far into the future. This is the wish that you, Elika and Shion, chose and struggled so desperately to achieve. I won't stand in your way. After a tiny laugh, the Major stared off into the distance. You asked me before what sort of relationship I had with Natsumi. Now we get to know! Yeah? I was an ordinary man who you could find anywhere. I entered a military academy because now I am giving my whole life story, even though we should probably escape right now. I entered a military academy just like my parents told me, became a lieutenant, and came here. Then I met Natsumi. I was assigned to protect her just as you guarded Shion. I was attracted to the lonely-looking girl, hopelessly captivated, if you will. She was certainly something special. And although I knew how lonely she was, I couldn't do a thing for her. Absolutely nothing. Were those eyes of his revealing memories of the distant past? Probably. Memories I did not know. Memories of my sister when she was at this facility. Although there were my orders. Why did I even bother to pursue Natsumi? Why couldn't I just leave her in peace? Well, that's how love works, man. Works in mysterious ways. No. I knew she wanted to go outside. I should have taken her with my own two hands. Just like you are now, Ryo. I'm not here to fulfill your wishes. I know. But that's just how I'd like to imagine it. I'd like to lighten my sins, even if just a little. Major Inaba's sins? Has he sinned more? Has he made more mistakes than any man, woman, or child of this world? Has he? We probably will never find out. Was his sin bringing her back to this facility? Everyone decides on their own just how much their consciousness weighs on themselves. Or I couldn't tell just how guilty Major Inaba felt. My sister was no longer with us, so seeking forgiveness would be futile. I felt like I had to do something. I guess I'm pretty pathetic. Yeah, we all know this. Can we hurry it along? We gotta get to the helicopter. Okay, it's like, here's the thing. It's like, I'm not, like, I understand it's really supposed to be touching right now, but in a real life scenario, it'd just be like, we gotta go. Gotta go fast. Sonic, come on. I more than likely never once actually hated the Major. My anger at how hopeless I was likely far surpassed any resentment I ever felt for him. I couldn't hate this man. Nah, he's too calm. He's too suave to hate. Even though he took back my sister. Somewhere in my heart, I knew he felt much worse about what happened than anyone else. Or perhaps I should say worse than I did. I returned my gun to its holster. We're going now. Finally. Yeah. If you don't hurry up, everyone will be back. Now be crazy, I'm telling you. He grinned at me once more and handed me the pass. I accepted it silently. There was nothing more to be said. All that remained was to protect what I had been entrusted with. Major Inaba. Shion stepped forward soundlessly and faced the Major. Thank you for protecting me. I made it safely to this day because you were here. Ah, that's fine. No. I was just doing my job. Besides, protecting you was just one way for me to atone. I'm a means to deceive my own despair. So I should be the one expressing my gratitude. I was able to console myself, even if just a little, because you were here. Thank you very much! I salute you! The Major gave Shion a flawless salute. Shion simply nodded in response. Let's go, Shion. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a helicopter ride! We began to run once more. We passed the Major and ran toward the door. Warrant Officer Haruna. Yes? I believe in you. Oh, I thank you! This time, by my own volition. I believe you when you say you weren't going, you won't give up on the present. I believe you completely, so take me away to the ends of the world. Okay! Sure. I would never betray this girl who held so much faith in me. This girl who so willingly showed me her smile and gave me her thrust. I would protect her in every way possible. Elika, Lavi, Major, we will do all that we can for the sake of this sadness, to free us of this sadness. We'll live up to everyone's hopes and dreams. We're running out the door! Because we've chosen a future with no regrets. Bandit, run out the door! Did we make it to the helicopter? Did we? That bird was unbound from her chains and released from her cage. And then she flew away. And there's the bird! It's a nice bird! It's a nice looking bird. I like that bird. It's nice. Very good. Whoa. Big sky. Big sky, where is bird now? I want to see the bird. Alrighty, what do we got here? What do we got here now? White screen? Is anything gonna come of it? Anything at all? And then... And then what? The world became theirs alone. Why, you may ask? Probably because everyone else left. You know, world's gonna explode. Not that many people want to be there for it. Fade to black. Alright. Alright. What now? Well, I hear something. Back to white. One day, I heard the world shatter. Really? The crack road to the future was difficult to walk on. I fell many times. Okay, I can understand that. But I always made the point to stand back up. Well, you don't want to crawl on the ground, that's dirty. I will stand up as many times as it takes because you are here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You are the wind beneath my wings. Until the very day the world ceases to be, I won't be afraid to keep moving forward. Boom. And there we are. Alrighty, guys. Right there is where we're going to end the episode. So, be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed. Subscribe, of course. I do not know how much longer is left in this game, but I do think it's going to be drawing towards an end soon. So, I'll see you guys next time out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward. I'll see you then. Yeah.